Hi guys, I wanted to shoot a quick little video talking about what it is like working at a digital marketing agency. So if you are ready, let's get started. Hi, my name is Sky. I have been working at a digital marketing agency now for the last year and a half. I took Seth's course. I learned a lot of information about digital marketing, applied what he taught in the course, and then started having my own clients. And then I realized that I wanted to work at an agency to gain more experience and just be around more people that were like me. So I started looking for a job across the country, but I actually ended up finding a job that was in my city, which is very nice. But I just wanted to list some things that I have done since I've started working at agency, what I've learned, what I would suggest people to do, or look at the views of. And yeah, I just wanted to give some insight just because I know that it's Seth's course. As you know, there's many avenues that you can take with digital marketing. You can work for yourself, or you can be a contractor, or you can be an employee for someone. And I wanted to take the employee route just to learn and be around people, like I said. So, yeah, I just wanted to give some tips and tricks and just my views on a couple things. So, here we go. The first thing I want to talk about is that digital marketing is always changing. This field is evolving, is very new. It's I don't know how to better explain it, but that is evolving all the time, and then you have to stay on top of things. You have to keep reading blogs, you have to keep being in forums, just following a lot of people that are really on top of it in the digital marketing industry based on which niche you focus on and based on what techniques that you like to use. So I would suggest following about 10 people that you look up to, just so you see their techniques that are updating, follow any new tips that they give, and just making sure you're on top of things so you can bring more to the table. And if you have any ideas, you can suggest them to your manager and then go from there. The second thing I would say is to have a routine. It is very easy to get caught up in things and multitask and having emails and meetings and everything else in between. It's really good to have a routine. So when you get to work, get your coffee, do what you need to do, talk to a few people. Like my routine is when I get to work is I say hi to all my coworkers who are very tight family, I would say, work family. And so I just like saying hi to everybody, asking how their weekends went, blah, blah, blah. And then I get my coffee or water just to energize myself. And then I make my breakfast. And then I open my email. I check my email, see if I have any emails from my clients. And then I just start checking my accounts and managing things and making new ads. But it's really good to have a routine of things just so you stay focused, you know what you need to do. I plan around what time I get to work, and I plan how much I should be getting done before and after lunch. So that's just something that you have to work with. If it's based on if how your company is structured and how they like you guys to manage your clients, but that's just what works best for me. Anything that I need to highly focus on, I'll do in the morning, because if you know, the most attention span and the most willpower that you have is like the first thing when you wake up in the morning. So I like to get all the stressful stuff done in the beginning of the day if I can. So I would suggest that to you. But yeah, I would just suggest having a routine that you can stick to, that feels comfortable to you. It took me, I would say it took me about 2 months to figure out what worked best for me, but I felt very comfortable when I started working. So I just looked at what other people were doing, and then I adjusted it based on my needs. So I would suggest doing that as well. And the next thing I would suggest is learn from your coworkers. This is one of the reasons why I started working at a digital marketing agency, was because I wanted to be around people like me, and I also wanted to learn new skills from other people. So whether it is on a personal or work-related thing, there's a lot that you can learn from your coworkers where it's based on new skills or what books they read or what videos they've watched or just their background, and see what they specialize in. I think it's very interesting. A lot of people, everyone brings something new to the table that you can learn. And so it is very important to, sorry, my computer went to sleep. But yeah, it's very important to make sure that you learn from your coworkers, these people around you every day for 40 hours a week. There is so much that you can learn, so much that they're willing to give if they are, you know, nice and willing to cooperate with you. I was a newbie into the digital marketing scene when I started, and my coworkers were very aware of that. I brought it up in my interview that I wanted to have basically mentorship, just so I could, just so they could know where I was coming from. I was at 19th time when I got hired, so they knew that I was new to working in this kind of environment, but they were very willing to work with me. They were very willing to show me new things, and I think it's very important to be upfront with the people that you're working with and with your managers, so they just know where you're coming from and where you would like to be, so they can work with you and make sure that you get there. So I would suggest that as well. Another thing is, my next tip is collaboration is key. Like I said, things are constantly updating. There is so much that you can give to other people, and there's so much information that can get lost in the fog very easily, especially with tickets, based on how your company communicates with others within and with outside your corporation. So whether you have a ticketing system inside your corporation, then you have emails, it's very easy to get lose track of things. It's very easy to have things just get misplaced, and so it's very important to collaborate and write everything down, email everything. If you talk about something in a meeting or with your coworker about a certain client, make sure it's written down, some kind of ticket or some kind of CRM, just so it's tracked, and if anyone goes back to that client later on, it is tracked, put in the right place, and there are no questions later on where things came from. So yeah, I would just say collaboration is key. Also, if you have people that represent you for a communication side with some clients where you don't speak to them directly, that's another person's job, or client success manager. It's very important to make sure that you guys are both on the same page with the client's needs, and that if anything needs to get updated, to get that done right away, so there's no problems and no miscommunication. So yeah. And then this is my tip tip, is to have fun. I know it sounds very cheesy and, you know, you hear it over and over again, but like I said, you're with these people 40 hours a week. It is very important to make sure that you're comfortable with them, that you can talk with them on a work and non-work basis, just to, like I said, feel comfortable. I personally love being, like, you know, work friends with my coworkers, because it is important. We're with each other so much, and I think it's very important to feel comfortable and at home with these people, because like I said, you're with them so much, and I just prefer to have more of a, not personal, but a friendship relationship with my coworkers. But it was built over time. It did not happen overnight, but I also felt very comfortable when I started working. I think within the, like I said, the first 2 to 3 months, I felt pretty at home. But I know that I was very lucky with the team that I joined, so that's why they were so sweet to me in the first place. But so I can't speak for everyone, I'm just speaking from my experience. But yeah, I would just say, make sure that you are nice to everyone, obviously, just so you're on everyone's good side. And yeah, just have fun with them, be sweet, be nice. I know it sounds all very cheesy, but I promise you, will help you in the end. And then last but not least, know that these are not your clients. And what I mean by that is that, no, there is a limit, there is a time limit, there is a money limit, and there is just a effort limit that you can give to each client based on how many clients that you have, based on how much time you have, based on how much you're getting paid, and based on how much they are paying your company. Every client cannot be treated equally, just because if you're managing a lot of people, it is important that you give the right amount of time to each client. And that is what I mean is to understand these are not your clients. Sometimes you're going to have work that you wish you could have done more on a certain client, but you don't have enough time, or there is just, like I said, not enough time in the day, not enough money to spend on the account. There's so many other factors that I can get into. I think one of the great things about digital marketing is that we always want to give the best results to our clients, and sometimes not like that can't happen, but sometimes it has to get rolled over into the next month instead of based on how your clients are paying your company and the pay structure for you and everyone else. I just think it's very important to understand that these aren't your clients, which is okay, but know that you give your 100% of your effort to each client and give 100% of the effort that they deserve, if that makes sense. Make sure that you're giving the amount of time that that client needs in order for that account to succeed. So those were all my tips that I would like to share about working at a digital marketing agency. But like I said, this career is constantly changing, and there might be new things or less things for you to do based on what day, based on what's going on at work. I would say no day has been the same for me twice, even though I have a set routine. Like I said, I also still do new things all the time. I do research, I do product development, just based on whatever needs to get done, I will do. But yeah, just getting to embody yourself into your clients and into your work is very important, because then you are able to give the best advice, the best results, and you are, being the best employee that you can be, which is all that matters. So that is all I would have to say for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you got a bunch of information. Make sure to like and subscribe my video so you guys can get more content. I planned out all my content for the next 7 videos, so I know exactly what I'm going to talk about, so I will be on here more often. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.